Renting an apartment can be an overwhelming experience, made much less overwhelming if you're using this baby right here. But to help you out even more, we've put together a cute little list of 5 mistakes to avoid before you sign a lease. This is Learn with Zillow, where we break down the renting and buying process in a non-boring way so you, our renters and buyers, can rent and buy with confidence. I'm official Zillow professional Delaney Yeager, and as a 7-time renter, I've learned these lessons the hard way so you don't have to. That's right, all the mistakes I've ever made were completely on purpose for you. And it's not just my personal disasters fueling this video, but actual research and wisdom from the expert team at Zillow, which is also pretty helpful, I guess. To the list! Renting mistake in the making number 1, not setting a clear budget and sticking to it. It's a tale as old as time. You have a max rent budget for yourself, but with every apartment you view, you extend that number just a little bit, because what's another $50 a month? And the next thing you know, you've moved into a place that's $500 over budget and you're buying money candles at your local woo-woo store. The lady who works there said if you manifest hard enough, it works, okay? So actually I'm kind of smart, okay? The easiest way to avoid that scenario is determine exactly how much you can afford to spend on your home per month. And the easiest way to do that is to click on the link in the description below for a rent affordability calculator provided by yours truly, Zillow. Once you have that number, factor in an estimated total for utilities or supplementary costs. Say Zillow tells me I should spend $2,500 a month on my apartment. Before I set that rent cap on the Zillow app, I should do a calculation of the rough monthly costs of commonly charged utilities in my area, like gas, electricity, water, sewage fee, internet, cable if you're old school, garbage collection, parking, a pet fee, then subtract that number from my suggested monthly payment to get my true rent cap. And not every landlord will charge you for all of these, but it's always good to prepare. Whoopsie number 2, not knowing your deal breakers. At the risk of sounding like your life coach when you started dating again, the key to rental bliss is knowing what you want, what you need, and what you absolutely will not stand for. So first, decide what type of property you want. Is it a small family-run, know the neighbor's place, or a hundreds of units, LLC-owned, too many neighbors to even bother with them place? Is peace and quiet your jam? Or do you find the sounds of a city street akin to an orchestral experience? Next, your needs. Get clear on your must-haves and your deal breakers. Your must-haves might include, on-site parking, pet friendliness, a dishwasher, and deal breakers could be things like a bedroom window next to a construction site or a 5-floor walk-up, or my personal deal breaker, gray vinyl floors. Who said those were okay? Who allowed this? Why does every single landlord seem to put them in a beautiful old apartment that once had gorgeous chevron hardwood floors, and now, even though there's still original windows, there are gray? Tenant tisk number 3, ignoring the floor plan. It sounds like a no-brainer, but whether you're down or upsizing, you gotta know how much space you need. A rental listing will almost always include the square footage, but for a lot of people that can be a vague concept. Like when my boyfriend tells me basketball players' stats. I know those numbers mean something, I just don't know what. But there's a simple way to loosely gauge it. Just find out the square footage of the place you're already in and go off that. This production studio is 200-ish square feet. If I wanted to live somewhere with all my stuff, I'd need at least 3 or 4 of these. Or half if I was living in Manhattan. Our 4th renter error, forgetting to prioritize your safety. Your parents are gonna love that I mentioned these next ones. Make sure those fire alarms are working. Ask questions about security measures the building or home has in place. And this tip is a big one for my fellow live-alones. Check out the area at night. Especially if you have to park on the street and might be walking back to your apartment after dark, it's a very good idea to gauge how safe you'll feel. Okay, those of you who think I'm being paranoid are now allowed 1 eye roll. Go ahead, I'll wait. You'll thank me later. And finally, our 5th renter rut-row, not knowing all the rules. Before you put all your eggs in one rental, make sure you talk to the landlord or building manager about policies you'll need to know. Are there sound ordinances? What are the communal area rules? Maybe the place comes with a beautiful grassy shared courtyard, but Freddie says you're not allowed to put a picnic blanket on it. That might be, call back to number 2, a deal breaker. Because you had big plans to become a picnic girl in the future. You'd get a beautiful antique basket with those little compartments and gingham napkins, and you'd start to make jams from scratch and learn how to French braid your hair because future you also has straight hair. No matter what your hopes and dreams are for your new space, make sure they're allowed before you dream too hard. All right, renters, that concludes our short list of common renter mistakes to avoid before you sign. Now that you've avoided these goofs, there's just one thing left to do. Actually, there's a lot of things left to do, but I'm only gonna mention one thing right now. And that's to ask yourself, can I see myself here? This might be the money candle talking, but when it comes to finding a home, visualization is really important. Try to picture your day-to-day routine there. If you can't really see it, it's probably not the place for you. But if you slow down and follow our advice, I promise the right rental will be revealed. My security deposit! Magic is real! Check out the description box below for some links to more of Zillow's helpful renter resources, and be sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching!